The question of how life got here is often presented like a solved mystery. Single-celled microorganisms slowly evolved into the incredible variety of plants and animals that we see today. But any good detective knows, you do not just take the initial report at face value. You examine the actual evidence. And when we shine a forensic light on the fossil record, the evolutionary story starts to unravel. Does the fossil record really support evolution? Or is there another explanation, hiding in plain sight? Let's find out. Charles Darwin knew he had a problem. In his book on the origin of species, he admitted that if his theory were true, then the number of intermediate varieties must be truly enormous. Yet the fossil record of his time did not support this, and he blamed it on the extreme imperfection of the geological record. Fast forward 160 years, and the fossil record still remains uncooperative. Instead of gradual transitions, paleontologists find the sudden appearance of fully formed organisms and wide gaps between major groups of organisms. As Ernst Mayr, a renowned evolutionary biologist, noted, new species usually appear in the fossil record suddenly, not connected with their ancestors by a series of intermediates. This raises a puzzling question. Why does the fossil record fail to reflect the gradual change one would expect from evolution? Evolutionists try to explain this away by citing decay or the incompleteness of the fossil record. However, with millions of fossils already unearthed, this defense is wearing thin. Evolutionists also like to cite a few missing links as proof that macroevolution happens. But these are often based on scant evidence interpreted through evolutionary lens. We will cross-examine 3 famous examples to see if they withstand scrutiny. First up, Archaeopteryx. Discovered in 1861, it was hailed as the missing link between dinosaurs and birds. However, the categories have since blurred. Scientists now classify birds as avian dinosaurs, as many non-avian dinosaurs had feathers, and many early birds had teeth, tails, and clawed hands. Archaeopteryx coexisted with early modern birds and non-avian dinosaurs. It eventually went extinct without descendants, making it an evolutionary dead end. Thus, it's not a missing link bridging distinct categories, but rather just another extinct bird species within the broad dinosaur family. Next up, whales. The evolutionary journey of whales from land to sea is often presented as a clear transition. But the fossils necessary to flesh out the details of the transition are actually entirely missing. Despite this, it was taught as fact for decades that whales descended from wolf-like mesonychids, based on tooth similarities. Yet, in 2001, the narrative changed. Now, whales are believed to have evolved from deer-like Indohyus, based on ankle bone similarities. This dramatic shift, triggered by a different minor structural detail, exposes how weak and susceptible to interpretation the evidence for the whale evolutionary tree truly is. Finally, consider Lucy, the famous Australopithecus afarensis fossil, that is often presented as a key human ancestor. While her human-like knee, smaller skull, and short stature are cited as transitional evidence, these characteristics alone are not proof. Humans with dwarfism or microcephaly show similar traits without being any less human. More critically, a shocking 2015 discovery revealed that one of Lucy's bones actually belonged to a baboon. The fact that such a fundamental error in an iconic fossil persisted for over 40 years highlights a lack of independent verification in interpreting evolutionary evidence. If evolution truly involved countless small steps, the fossil record should be teeming with thousands of transitional forms. Instead, we are given only a handful of doubtful missing links. Now, let us turn to the biggest anomaly in the fossil record, one that consistently baffles evolutionists: the Cambrian Explosion. In just 20 million years, which is a blink in geological time, all modern animal phyla appeared. These were complex creatures that had limbs, eyes, nervous systems, and even brains, allowing for sensing and motion. This sudden appearance leaves very little room for the slow, incremental change predicted by evolution. In response, some evolutionists have suggested that the Cambrian Explosion is an illusion. Perhaps the body plans evolved earlier in the Ediacaran period, just that the Precambrian ancestors were not fossilized due to their soft bodies. But this explanation fails under scrutiny. Many Cambrian fossils themselves were soft-bodied, yet preserved. Furthermore, scientists have discovered fossils of ancient bacteria and protozoans dating back billions of years. If microscopic, soft-bodied organisms could leave a fossil record, there is no reason why larger Precambrian life forms could not, if they existed at all. The fossil record's witness statement simply does not gel with evolution's narrative. But what if we consider a different theory that better accounts for the puzzling evidence left behind? Enter progressive creationism, the idea that God created life in stages. The Bible states that God created sea creatures first, then birds, then land animals, and finally humans. This matches the existing fossil record sequence. The Bible also states that God created animals according to their kinds, which can be interpreted as a broad category. This explains why all phyla appeared during the Cambrian period, and why a major group of organisms remain distinct with no intermediates. The evidence is in. Are you brave enough to face where it truly points? If this video got you thinking, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. And as always, may reason be your North Star in this journey of faith.